that, let's talk about the identity stuff. So I'm not totally sure where to start, but like how does somebody sort of like identify what their current identity is so that they know to even shift it?
Yeah, well, even then, they'd have to understand why they would want to. The way I explain it is, we'll go a little science, we'll go left brain, we'll come back to right brain. So perfect. To understand why we even want to shift it, because that's part of like, okay, what is it? Why is even the point of it? Because some people are like, why would I do that, Ant? How's it going to help me? Here's how. So if you think about it, like I have this picture in my head of identity equals success. And the success was put a thing, whatever you want it to be. If you want more money, you want a better body, whatever your version of what you want to achieve may be. What happens is that the equal sign is like the dash on like somebody's, call it casket. It's the important piece. And it really is. So if you think about the science of it, the brain, if somebody said, hey, who are you? There's a part in our brain called the default mode network, DMN actually. And it lights up when your identity is engaged. Here's the crazy thing. When I ask you who you are, it shuts down. The rest of your brain lights up and starts describing things you've done or you've accomplished, or it's weird, right?
Because it's attributes of that thing.
Because you're thinking about who you are. I'm a dad and I'm a father and but it's interesting because that's not really communicating who you are. Because you can also say you're a dad and you can also say you're a mom and you can also say you're a business owner. Is that who you are, right? But here's the crazy thing. If I'd stopped talking to you and you went to daydream and you started thinking about how you felt about the job or the person or your judgments you see, it's interesting. Now that thing lights up because now you're not thinking about it like who you are is coming to fruition. In fact, it's like the natural organic flow. That's just who you are. So it's crazy. Who you are is who you are when you're not thinking about who you are. Make sense?
It's always the inverse, right?
It's like super weird.
It's like everything.
So let's put it this way. Now, how does that tie to success? Okay, so that means the way that I am, that's pretty much how I just am. I'm being, we'll call it. And that is essentially how you just operate. Like I operate. I mean, when you think about someone operating, like they're just in flow. I'm like the baseball player that feel like the ball's in the air. He's not thinking about right foot, left foot, my hand here. He's just in flow. Getting that ball snatches out of the air.
He's stripping the ball from Adrian Peterson, all that flow.
Same thing, dog. It's secondary nature. You're not even processing. Your body's just reacting. That's your identity. That's who you are. How you respond to situations. How you have conversations. How your face looks when somebody says something to you. If you flinch when somebody steps into you. These are little things we don't think about all day. When somebody cuts me off in traffic, my boss says something. I just react and I'm not even thinking about it. That's who you are. How you operate. Now, how you operate determines how you perform. Now, whether or not I perform consistently or poorly or well, it's due to the way I see a problem, approach an opportunity, if it's an opportunity or problem to me, all these dynamics. But it will determine how I perform, high performer, low performer. How I perform determines my success. If I perform well, let's say baseball guy again, right? I've practiced, I've done all this stuff to work on. I'm a baseball player and I react and I flow like this. Ball's in the air, I turn, cut, run, go. I perform this way to catch the ball. My performance gives me a good success, more money, better team, better, I get to start whatever it is. Yep. And so for a lot of people not understanding that realistically, that identity that you can actually craft, you can architect, and it's not this woo-woo thing. It actually comes from actions that you do. You have to, in fact, like architect it, create what you want, and then you program it by taking action. Literally what it is. It's just, it's kind of that simple, but not. But I do things. And after a while, it becomes this new normal for you. Now I'm operating differently. Now I perform differently. Now I have success. That's the first part of it. So that is why it's concrete in my head for people to do that. Now, a lot of people, unfortunately, they're like, I just got to work my mindset, man. I know what to do. I got to work on my mindset. I all the time. I know what to do. I just got to do it. Oh, yeah? Cool. All right. You would have done it by now. How long have you been trying to do that? Oh, like 6 months, a year. Okay. I would have done it in 6 hours. I'm not better than you. It's just who I am to do that kind of stuff. Now, how do we get you there? It's a big piece of like, how do I get somebody at this level? Well, the first part is to understand, like, it's okay to not be great right now. It's okay to suck. You gotta have a point at which you accept the fact that I'm boo-boo trash, poo trash, we'll call it. That's right. At that thing, right?
Yeah.
And then you lean into the space of like, all right, well, how do I take these next steps in? And essentially what it is I look at, it's just called the shift method is what I use. See, shift, sustain. Too many people go right to the work of stuff. We're good at trying to do stuff, but the problem is we'll do it haphazardly or halfway, or we won't even do the right work. We'll end up like the metaphor is like, have a ladder against a building, climb this ladder, huff and puff, get to the top of the building and realize, oh, the ladder's leaning against the wrong building.
That's
like
right.
We end up like it happens for a lot of people. They get burnt out and they're like, I've spent so much time. Why am I not farther ahead by now? Like, what's going on? Yeah. And what it was is you didn't do the right work, right? That's essentially what it boils down to. And the hard thing to do for a lot of people in the very beginning is to go back and say, what do I really need to work on? That's what I had to do in the business. And early on, I had to do it in the marriage. I had to do it as a parent. Like a lot of different areas I had to dig in and really take a look and see what in the world is this thing. My wife's dropped me a whole bunch of these yogurts. She just dropped like
Oh,
yogurt.
yeah. That's the best.
Like
There it is. 4 of them. Nice.
how many yogurts does she think I need, man?
She ain't leaving. You ain't leaving for a while.
I'll get my belly big, baby. But no, like that's the thing is, so I got to figure out these things. I got to work on it. It usually comes with a lot of pain of acceptance. It's the things that you have to admit, like I suck at this or I'm not good. Because if not, you don't do the right work, and now you end up spinning your wheels and burning out money and burning out energy and willpower. You never get anywhere. So
that's
a
cool.
lot of it for me
that
is
framing as like I suck at this. Like I don't think most people ever admit that because they're like, no, I'm good enough, or I pushed through this. It's like, but now you ground yourself so damn low. You're like, I suck at whatever this thing is.
Yeah, and it's okay.
Now
The thing is, it's the darkness.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. How do I get that out? Well, put a light on it. Like I suck at this. I'm a sucky dad. I'm a sucky husband. I'm a sucky business owner. It's okay because now what happens? I've given myself permission to pursue better things. Yeah. Until you do that, you're not going to. And so that's why a lot of people will spend time dating the same person with a different name because they never understand how to fix a relationship because it's same person. You do this and you do this. Actually, the person accepts me for me. No. You need to accept you for you, like first off. And then you can be a better human in a relationship because you are not the relationship. The relationship's relationship. You're one of the two people in it. And sometimes what you want from a relationship, you have to give. It's a different understanding. And so now that I'm there, I'm like, all right, now I know what to do. Now I can do the shift work. And the shift work's the hard actual work. Most people, they don't realize this is a true reality, but I hear the statement, I've done everything I can. I've worked so hard. I don't know what else to do. That right there, humongous red flag that you got some shift work to do. You got to stretch. Because here's the thing. The dream you have is typically up here, right? I want to have this, whatever this thing is. And your level of maximum overwhelm is way down here. You keep telling us, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. No. To you, relatively, it's all you can do. It feels like a lot because you don't know what to do and you're not willing to push more. This is that we'll call it the comfort zone level people run into. Right. And I had a client on before this, and he's giving me this kind of rundown of why he hasn't done some things and what's going on. There's a lot going on. And I say, okay, hey, simple question. If I was to, talk to the person who has all the things you've told me you want, would they use the excuse you just said about everything being too hard? And he sits and he goes, no. Right. And it's the truth. Because when you think about the person who has what you want, they don't even blink at the things that are shutting you down right now.
That's right.
So how do you expect to have what you want? Like, it's not going to happen. And so in the shift work, a lot of people, my true purpose is to present you with moments where you want to stop. I need to get you those levels where you want to stop, because just like in a workout, when I've taxed myself and I'm about to throw up, it's only at that moment where I know if I take one more rep, I'm getting better for sure, because I don't want to do this right now. That's right. It's the same in life. Well, that extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that extra email, that extra video you don't want to do, that you'll easily talk yourself out of, and like, but I got to go and make dinner. You got 5 minutes to record a video, woman. Like, you can, it's okay, you know?
There was I think there's a line in what Can't Hurt Me with Jesus, the book. Can't Hurt Me. David Goggins. There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know what you were asking.
No, I was just trying to make the reference there. But what you just said there, he always pushes himself like a little further. If he has to run a mile, he's going to go like a mile 0.1 or whatever. But it's like proving that you can always go a little bit more. You got more in the bag. Yeah. You
always have more in the back. And when you start to understand that and actually try to do that, because one thing to understand it, a whole other thing to do it. What happens over time, you keep stretching and stretching to where now what's hard for you is easy. That's why people are successful who have the things you want. It looks easy. It's weird. Like, it just looks like it's so hard, because here's the thing. There's a statement that I love, and I tell people the root of my work is in this: what you create creates you.